thought it'd smell more like whiskey and unresolved trauma. Guess that's just me. You must be Graham. Desert preacher. Walking burn victim. Spiritual assassin. I've seen patient files with fewer contradictions. Let's play doctor, shall we?
Mockery is a poor shield, doctor. I've worn fire. I've heard my flesh hiss like a serpent. Pain stripped away all that was false in me. You wield sarcasm like a scalpel, but it won't cut through faith. Only reveal your fear of healing.
Faith is a crutch, and I don't trust anything that works better with a limp. You talk like pain purifies. I say it just hurts. That's it. No meaning. No destiny. Just nerve endings doing their job while we pretend it's profound.
And yet you never stopped pretending your bitterness was brilliance. Pain has meaning when it drives transformation. I was burned alive and found purpose in the ashes. You limp through life and still refuse to look at what your suffering is trying to teach you.
You think pain is a teacher? I think it's just loud. I've been in agony every day for years. You don't learn from it. You learn around it. And you? You turned into a sermon wrapped in gunpowder. That's not enlightenment. That's PTSD with a pulpit.
And yet your diagnosis lacks soul. You reduce everything to symptoms and dismiss the unseen. My scars remind me daily of the price of pride. You hide behind pills and puzzles, too afraid to face your own fire. My faith is not comfort, it's confrontation.
You want confrontation? Fine. Let's talk about the people you've killed. The blood you baptized yourself in while quoting scripture. You were the Malpais legate, brutal, merciless. Don't act like the fire made you holy. It just gave you better branding.
I remember every name, every scream, and I carry them. Unlike you, I don't pretend I'm clean. I was a butcher. Then I was judged, and judgment burned away what couldn't survive the light. Can you say the same, doctor? Or are you still hiding in the smoke?
I don't hide. I walk into rooms and break illusions, including my own. Every diagnosis, every lie patients tell, I see through it. I don't need robes or holy visions, just pattern recognition and enough Vicodin to dull the noise.
Yet you never silence the deeper noise, the one under your skin. You treat medicine like war. Patients become puzzles. Lives become data. You dissect suffering, but never listen to it. Pain has a voice, doctor, but yours is too busy talking to hear it.
I hear it. Constantly. In every joint. Every step. Every breath. I just don't romanticize it like you do. Pain doesn't whisper lessons. It screams. And after enough screaming, you stop believing in miracles. Or maybe you just get tired of waiting for one.
I stopped waiting. I started walking. Through flame, through judgment, through the weight of my sins. You stopped moving, Gregory. You built walls of wit and called it strength. But your pain rules you, even as you mock those who kneel before something greater than themselves.
I don't kneel because I don't pretend to understand what's beyond the data. You kneel, bleed, and call it grace. I limp, work, insult, and get results. Souls don't show up on MR-IS. Belief doesn't close wounds. You want to save people? Try antibiotics.
Healing without understanding is just prolonging decay. You cure bodies and leave souls to rot. I speak to the rot. I burned for what I did, and now I burn for those who still carry guilt without redemption. You dismiss what you can't measure, but one day, you'll wish you had.
Redemption's a marketing scheme. Guilt's a reflex. You dress it up in scripture because you can't undo what you did. Me? I own it. I'm a bastard, a genius, a cripple. No illusions, no confessions, just pain and precision. That's all I've got. And somehow, it's enough.
It's not enough. You speak like a man who's trying to outwit the abyss. But I've been in the abyss, and it doesn't care how clever you are. One day, Your brilliance will fade. Your bones will betray you. And you'll wonder if truth was something you misdiagnosed.
If truth was curable, I'd have found a pill for it. What's true is that we suffer, we die, and if we're lucky, we leave behind something useful. You cling to fire and call it clarity. I cling to reason because it's all that ever made sense.
Reason without reflection is a cage. You hold keys to knowledge but refuse to open the door to wisdom. I walked through fire and found the weight of my sins unbearable. You carry yours like trophies. One day, you'll drop them. And then what?
Then I die, like everyone else, with no sermons, no second act, just one last breath, and hopefully no student misdiagnosing it. You found comfort in flames. I found clarity in the dark. That's the difference.
And yet here we sit, both burned, both haunted. Maybe we aren't so different after all. But I choose to rise. You choose to limp. And one day, that limp will lead you somewhere too quiet for your sarcasm to fill.